Hi, I'm Peter Matthews with Firehouse.com, and we're here today at the Baltimore City Fire Academy, one of 4 locations where hands-on training is going on Tuesday as a part of Firehouse Expo. We're going to talk to a couple of the instructors and the students today as we go throughout the various training sites to see what they're learning during the 2 days of hands-on training here in the Baltimore region. I'm here with Jeff Seaton, who's doing the East meets West Fireground Search and Operations class. He's co-teaching with Pete Greasy from New Jersey. So, Jeff, can you tell me a little bit about what your class is going to entail today? We've got 8 hours of hands-on training that opens up the East Coast mentality and tactics versus the West Coast. So what are the students going to learn here today?
What we're covering in today's hands-on training class is we're looking at vent-enter search tactics, searching for fire and for victims using a thermal imaging camera, how we stay oriented, using hose lines, advancing hose lines to the scene of the fire, so searching that way if departments do that. We're also using search line for multi-story or high-rise structures, how we want to deploy those lines, why we want to do it, and how with the technology of thermal imagers we want to incorporate that to make our search more effective and efficient. And the last thing that we're doing as well, which most training programs, search specifically, we don't often do. We teach a lot about how to find our victims, but we don't spend a lot of time on what we do with them. We've spent the last number of years focusing on firefighters, pulling them out of the structure, but we haven't spent a lot of time on what we do with our civilians. So we do rescue and removal techniques for victims that we find in the fire. And at the end of the day, we'll coordinate those in scenarios so they have the opportunity to take all the skill sets that they've gotten today and incorporate. So we'll have mannequins down that they'll have to do drags and carries, lifts over windowsills, that type of thing. So we're really trying to incorporate all the different search skills into one, bring the technology of thermal imagers involved, and make them more safe and efficient in their skills.
And as far as East meets West, what's the biggest difference that you would find on a fire ground, such as here at the hands-on training site, between East Coast operations and West Coast?
I think a couple of things. One is the building construction. My city's old enough to where we have the balloon frame, the late 1800s construction, early 1900s construction, as well as everything that's new. So building construction is one component that the students can gain from the lightweight, like we said, or the conventional construction. The other thing is the staffing. Generally, we find that the East Coast departments are able to have more people come on their companies in a response than we typically are able to on the West Coast. So one of the things we're trying to do is show students there is no right or wrong. Adapt, overcome, realize that we can do and accomplish the same skills. Staffing doesn't matter. We still are going to have to do it regardless. And I think it brings a blend to actually see as well that we're not that much different realistically overall. And that's the nice thing, is that the guys are able to see from the experienced instructors that we have here today, right-hand wall is still right-hand wall, and how we use the thermal imager effectively and safely, how we use the search line. Jersey City uses it, we use it. Fairly similar, but our staffing once again kind of plays into it a little bit different for that.
Hi, this is Paul Peluso from Firehouse.com. This is the first day of hands-on training here in Baltimore, Maryland. I'm here with Sean Hinton from the Carlisle Fire Department in Northbrook, Delaware. How's it going, Sean?
Pretty good. How are you?
Good, good. What are some of the things that you've done today?
So far today, we've done a lot of different things. We have done a dashboard jack. We've removed several doors at one time on one complete side, removing the front and the rear door, having it combined on the B post as well. We've cut open a floorboard with the, as you can see, the car over here. The car is upside down. We made entry inside the car without using a door, but the actual floorboard. Use all these different pieces of equipment. Yep. Saw an airbag display this morning. It's been an awesome day.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
Is this your first time doing this?
This is my first time doing the HOTS training. This is my second year coming. I went to seminars the last time I came.
Okay, okay. And what are the opportunities to do some of this stuff here, like opposed from what you would get at your fire department in Delaware?
This is a great opportunity. Normally we don't run into the situations that they're throwing at us today, so I'm definitely learning a lot. But on a day-to-day basis, normally it's just like a routine type thing. We don't get into some of the things that we got into today, like the trunk removal and all that.
Yeah.
Okay, we're out at the Baltimore Fire Academy, and we have Mike Donahue from Elizabeth, New Jersey. Mike's doing a basic rope rescue class. Mike, can you tell me a little bit about what you've got going on here, what the students will be taking away from today's program?
Basically what we're doing is we're touching on all the aspects of rope rescue, going from the beginning up to advanced stuff. And we're covering everything from basic knots to anchor systems to mechanical advantage systems. And as they learn it, we're teaching them the skill, and then they're doing it blacked out under zero visibility to try to teach them to hone in on using other skills other than their sight, using their touch, communicating as a team, because you're not always doing rope work in the sunny, beautiful days. So I think the students take a lot away from it like that. I think it boosts their confidence in doing the skills, and it's enjoyable.
And is this mainly for firefighters, or is it for technical rescue teams, or a mix? Or?
Anybody can take the class. I think there's such a bridge nowadays between fire departments doing technical rescue that it's just pretty much all one. So, these are basic skills that really anybody in the services would benefit from.
And what sort of equipment do you have here besides your basic rope bags today?
We have Stokes baskets, we have rappelling equipment, belay systems, pulleys, beaners. Anything that's involved in rope rescue, we have it here today for the students to play around with.
Okay, so we're out here at the hands-on site with engine and truck company operations. We ran into one of the students. Can you tell me your name, where you're from?
My name is Bruce Vatter. I'm Deputy Chief from Hillsborough, number 2 Fire Company, Hillsborough, New Jersey.
Okay, and today in the engine truck class, what have you picked up so far? What are you going to take back to your community to teach the firefighters who weren't able to come to Firehouse Expo?
Well, again, we're learning from instructors that are from different parts of the country. Everybody has a different technique that they use, and I'm an instructor with Somerset County Fire Academy teaching Fire 1. And I come here because I really look for that little extra nuance that you can pick up from guys with experience.
Okay, and so far today, in the first few hours of the class, what's one thing that you would take back? What's one thing that really stands out that you'd say, you know what, all the students in Somerset, in the county, and also in Hillsborough need to know?
Well, again, the biggest thing is firefighter safety. And we talk about accountability. We talk about radio communications, and as a deputy chief, I find that to be one of the biggest issues on the fire ground. So again, that's one of the things that I'm going to key in on.